against Toad, and I believe Hobbs made the upset over Toad, right? I believe it was number 1 seed going up against 14 seed, and that was definitely something. But we are quite deep into the bracket as is, so, you know, we've got some phenomenal sets coming up ahead of us. Let's just see how this one is going to end up playing out.
You'll have to see Jonathan dropping down here. He was the number 1 seed out of Group 6. Went 9-4 in those games, didn't get any sweeps, so he played everyone very close, but he always found a way to come out on top until he took a loss just moments ago to Belief, a bio player from Season 9 that I remember, and we'll have to see how he does here as it's Sonic versus Pikachu on Final Destination to kick off our day.
Yeah, this is a really good stage for both of these characters, and I feel like we're going to be in it for the long set. You know, you got Pikachu going up against Sonic. Sonic really has no incentive, you know, not to stick to his side of the stage here. Pikachu gets so much stuff off of drag downs, but the question is, can he even connect anything on Sonic? Right now, oh boy, I've got to say, Jonathan is more than content to play just a keep away game.
Ooh, good forward air catch there, but Pikachu's recovery, very good, and he'll be able to make it back to stage. Good back airs as well. Good nair there on shield. The multi-hits getting Sonic off stage for only a moment, though, as they continue to play on the outskirts of the stage. Another grab there, the back throw, and no follow-up, just not able to contest, but the second angle gets cut off, can't get back to the ledge, and that's how the first stock goes down.
Yeah, just a little bit unfortunate. Definitely not what's intended, but I've got to say, having a massive deficit like this against the Sonic on FD, this is a bad time. This feels bad, because you got to be the one that is constantly approaching. You got to be the one that is constantly initiating. Sonic has no incentive to go in on you. That all having been said, though, I will say Pikachu's just doing like a really good job of actually getting into getting some follow-ups. But the question is, can you get this kill? That's the challenge of Pikachu. Pikachu doesn't kill all that well. Dash attack and up smash are his main like kill tools most of the game, and they're not that easy to land on an opponent who knows that they're coming. Unless Pikachu's finding some sort of an edge guard, it will take him a while to clean up stocks.
He's still trying to figure out a way back to stage here. The press here from John. Oh, had a read there on the forward smash, but couldn't quite land it. And the spin back to stage just gets him there. No reaction in time there from Big Mike. And now, on the outskirts of the stage, again, gets the back throw. Looking for a way to edge guard. The down air doesn't land. The up airs won't either. The get up attack will knock Jonathan away for only a moment here as Jonathan continues to kind of weave his way around all these hitboxes that Big Mike is throwing out. Another air dodge, forward tilt, both hits connecting, but it's not enough to take that stock. Another up B angle gets him back to stage, but at 140, it feels like the next hit should do it, and that one will. The up smash takes it.
Yeah, and again, now we're seeing this issue. FD, big stage, a lot of space for Sonic. He has, you know, this is the guy that likes running away, right? And boy, oh boy, is Jonathan doing quite a bit of that. Dash attack finally able to connect, even actually get that kill. But you even saw like at 140%, that dash attack almost didn't kill. It was like a little unsure of itself. Like, I don't know if I want to do this. It did, but maybe next time it won't.
Ooh. That forward air was a good catch, but oh, the landing there from Jonathan. So smart there to knock Big Mike away. Shields the down air as well. A couple of out of shield punishes able to get out of. Tempting fate there with that down air, an aggressive option, especially when the Thunder's landing on top of you. But the down tilt chasing down this Sonic now as Big Mike knows he's got to find a way to make a play here in this first game. Side B gets Sonic up to 96% here. So one strong hit is what you're looking for, but who will give that window of opportunity here? Both have been very good at kind of weaving around each other, and the spacing's been good. The forward tilt's not going to do it. The edge guard attempt, Pikachu able to survive. Forward airs will trade, and it goes in Sonic's favor, and Jonathan takes game one.
Oh, that was a little bit unfortunate for BigMike24k because had that forward been initiated like even a frame later, I'm pretty confident that would have not been the final hit trading with one of Pikachu's multi-hits, but rather one of the multi-hits of Sonic's forward trading. That was like the first possible active hit that could have killed too. So either way, really good stuff to Jonathan. Ultimately, I feel like FD is not the stage you want against Sonic, like at all. No matter how much Pikachu benefits, or I guess in this case now Joku benefits from a stage like FD, you want to keep it smaller, probably with something like Smashville, or I guess also Town and City. Town and City is excellent because of the platform positioning. The center platform lets you jump in on opponents on the sides. Whereas on stages like Pokemon Stadium 2 and Battlefield and Small Battlefield, people can camp under the platforms. This is not so much the case on Town and City.
The Joker switch also interesting too, kind of different in terms of what you're looking for in combo game. Also, that kill power though, it's going to come online a lot sooner, especially with Arsene on the board. And you see that now with Arsene here. Counter lands on that first spin dash, so one way to deal with that move, but only temporarily so, as Jonathan is the one in control, the pace to the match right now, catching the landing with the forward smash with the back air there, stopping any more approach there from the side of Jonathan.
Okay, dashing back, gonna be looking for this F smash, not gonna be able to find it, and now just controlling the stage, has the good idea, but the down gun's just slightly above the forward. Okay, dashing, shielding, able to get the back air. This could be the stock, and I've gotta say, Joker definitely gets those kills off a little bit sooner than Pikachu. You just have less committal means of finding them, just by virtue of having a back air that'll kill, for instance, right? You know, you don't need your dash attack and up smash, but look at those spring denials. That was beautiful.
That was so clean, and it may seem like rinse and repeat, but to get that spacing every single time and the timing right, that was so well done by Jonathan to get that one off the board. And that's stock number 1, but he's gonna get countered here and drop his first stock of this one. So back to relatively even here with Arsene. This percentage could be quickly evened back up.
Yeah, but the question is, how do you actually find that opening? Jonathan has just been playing evasively. Jonathan has been the one consistently with punishing, charging that up, waiting, right? You saw that. Like, they just really, like, so confident in the fact that they will effectively outspace Mike in that moment, and found the hit.
Gonna eat some more damage there. Can't get to the landing there with that down air forward smash. Gonna get shielded, and it feels like now Jonathan a little bit hunting for some options. I like the idea of that forward smash right there. But Jonathan looking for something here, but the side B stops his approach.
Ooh, that was a good choice. That was a really good idea. I feel like even that high up, it might have even had the potential at killing, just because of how much rage was on deck. Doesn't find it though. The down air came in, and now all of a sudden, you were getting springed into oblivion. So, vibe check failed. You gotta wait. You gotta, like, just look at the vertical distance of the spring. The issue is, like, if you get knocked out of tether enough times, it's not gonna let you snap to the ledge afterwards. That's how, the game balances it. So what you wanna do is you wanna either hook onto the ledge and wait before rappelling on closer, or you just wanna take the hit intentionally and then use your tether after. So there is, like, a little bit of matchup knowledge maybe not at play.
A tough spot there for BigMike24k. He gets grabbed here as well. That's going to be a lot of damage, and Arsene will leave shortly, but the catch on the recovery, the forward air hits below, and down goes Joker, and down goes game number 2.
Alright, yeah, so going into game number 3, I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, you know, you're down 2-0. What can you do to make this easier for yourself? Sonic is one of the characters in this game. There's more and more of them now, but those are the ones that you cannot not know the matchup. There's so many different introductory, like, hoops to jump through before you can even play the same game as Sonic. It is understanding how Sonic is hitting your shield, understanding how Sonic even initiates. I feel like the biggest thing is that you need to get closer to Sonic. If you have to walk, you have to walk. But you're not overshooting. You're not going to be able to outspace Sonic half the time because of how fast he is. So you need to figure out how to compensate for that. You either got to whiff in safe places or overshoot this so you can actually hit Sonic wherever he is. But right now, all that's happening is that Big Mike is playing so... is always, like, whiffing in front of Jonathan's face, and Jonathan is able to get so much mileage off of that.
Switch to Terry here for game number 3. The damage output Terry has is certainly dangerous, but it's all about catching this Sonic right now. He's at 105, which means Go is online. Once Terry gets above 100%, all that extra kill power really comes in clutch, but he's got to find a way back, but it's the homing attack just to knock him away. Into the blast zone he goes, and stock number 1 is down.
Okay, trying to set something up here. Phenomenal coverage, able to get the dash attack off. Okay, we're seeing Big Mike start to get some stuff started, and then, you know, maybe not opting to shield as often as they could. I feel like Big Mike is oftentimes just opting for the aggressive option, and unfortunately not able to make it back onto the stage. This is a massive lead for Jonathan.
105 on Jonathan's first stock, and he's already got BigMike24k on his last. This is his tourney stock. This is loser's side. You got to come up with something here and now to try and pull off this comeback, but it's going to take a monumental effort. Jonathan stalling on the outside of the stage using those wall jumps, but he'll be able to make it back. He will, however, die to the dash attack, though, so down goes stock number 1. A lot of work still to be done, though.
Okay, just waiting a little bit, and then maybe a little bit too preemptive. Again, even things with like neutral beef with Sonic, you need to know like if you have enough time to back off, or maybe if you should just like hold shield in this moment. It just seems like Big Mike is oftentimes mistiming a lot of these options. Now Jonathan is cooking. Jonathan's got momentum center stage. No punish out of shield though. Waiting for that whiff. You like who's Big Mike hitting with that forward in? Nobody. And Jonathan was able to get a punish.
Punishing time and time again. Here's a grab. Looked like he might have wanted the up B, but a little bit too far out of the way. A power duck, it'll be able to side beat back to stage. Wants the edge guard there. Actually got above the ledge, and this is a problem. The forward air is going to land, and that's Terry without a jump, and there's no up B that's going to get him back to stage too far away, and Jonathan in loser's bracket gets a 3-0 sweep over BigMike24k. What a play it was to get there, but just a solid effort there from the side of Jonathan. And I think the difference maker, you were talking about it, Daro, is that, you know, just whiff punishes and just the fact that it felt like Big Mike could never really grab some momentum. Although he had good game plans going in, the way Jonathan was playing, you know, it was so difficult for, you know, him to, you know, find his footing in this matchup, because Jonathan just, it felt like he was able to not only space around where BigMike24k wanted to be, but also just in terms of the combo game, right? Like how many times Sonic's combos, while they feel a little bit more straightforward, the character switches that you saw Big Mike go through, they've all got pretty good combo game. But those openings, those windows of opportunity never really arose.
Yeah, so ultimately, the biggest thing that just like kind of came into play was just like, it's knowing how to actually get those openings on Sonic. He has the best mobility in the game, hands down. He's fast. You know, his whip punish and his boost range is the biggest in the game, no question. Right? So it's about actually knowing and respecting that and how to gently get in. All of these characters have the tools to be able to do so. Pikachu can use T-Jolt to try and manipulate the way that Sonic is moving. I don't feel like Big Mike was maybe fully utilizing how T-Jolt is this amazing probing tool, this amazing conditioning tool. Like, hey, I tossed out a T-Jolt, did you just shield? I can go up and grab you. I tossed out a T-Jolt, did you jump? Well, maybe I'm gonna try to punish you for it later. That kind of thing. And switching off to the Joker is still like a good choice, but you gotta try to think about the ways that you can get in instead of always just jumping in.
It can be very difficult too, and unfortunately for Big Mike, could not adapt in time. He goes down here, but he had a pretty good run through the group stages, got second in his group. His only loss was to Polars, who's still sitting in winner's side of bracket. But in order to get here, he had a very clutch match, a 3-2 victory over Allentown High School's Torrent to qualify for this bracket. And unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to him here. We had to say goodbye to a couple of people on this loser's side as the bracket continues throughout the day, but it'll be Jonathan moving on after this sweep. He now awaits the winner of Elijah Santiago and Bibbs, and that match will be played later today. But I think that just about does it for us. We're going to take a quick break here momentarily. The next set's at 3:45. We'll get some new people on the mic. But Dara, it's been a pleasure, and thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, absolutely. For anybody that's not already doing so, please go ahead and follow us on Twitter at SoySonJSport and Daramgar, respectively. Follow each of us. Thank you so much for listening to us talk about the video games. So stay tuned. You got some phenomenal sets coming your way.